Need a last-minute Mother's Day gift for Mom? Well, you can't go wrong with the all-new electric remote-controlled jammer from Jamco. It's a problem as old as time itself. Dad takes control of the television and has forced the family to watch Die Hard so many times you no longer care about the fate of the Nakatomi building. Well, now, thanks to Jamco, those days are over. Using 1980s technology of recalled VCRs due to radiation concerns, the new remote-controlled jammer not only blocks Dad's remote from controlling the TV, it punishes him by making his remote hand slightly numb. How? Well, radiation. And by automatically locking your TV on one station that's guaranteed to make him avoid the remote completely. The Bravo channel. So while Mom enjoys the reunion of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the rest of the family can revel in Dad's frustrating ability to change the channel. Yippee-ki-yay, Mother, Father. You've been blocked. Thanks to the all-new electric remote-controlled jammer from Jamco. Get one for your mom today, because next month they're programmed to do exactly the opposite for Father's Day.
KHJ Los Angeles.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recording.
You're listening to the radio.
The radio program you're currently listening to is both lowbrow and esoteric at the same time.
It's just two guys making out. Relax.
Something special at the National Western Stock Show. Today is Bison Hump Day. Ranchers will meet ahead of the show to talk about ways to improve. Mitch is making me laugh. Ways to improve the bison population. Now, some of the talk will be conservation. Mitch. Some will talk new technology to manage the herds. This is all part of the Roaming to Success campaign that aims to increase bison population from 400,000 to more than 1 million animals. I'm done. I'm done with this.
You're having a hard time this morning.
Unfortunately, something horrible happened. I don't think it's anybody's fault. It's just one of those things. It's an accident for a reason.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
That is so stupid.
Is that a real show?
No, it's somebody's making a joke.
Well, look who's here.
Happy Wednesday.
It's Hump Day.
Welcome to the show.
Why don't you talk into the microphone?
I don't know.
How hard is it to talk into a microphone?
Yeah. I got a backup mic right here.
We have a show today.
Why don't we kick it up a notch?
That's what we're going to do.
Now we begin.
All right, kids.
Yes! It's just about to get twisted.
Showtime.
Yeah, it is the Mike Show. So happy you could join us right here, right now on Radio 434, the Radio 434 apps, and Radio434.com. Also on the Alexa. How does that work? How do you get our live show and our featured channel on the Alexa device? Well, it's simple. You enable the skill. You just do that one time. You say, Alexa, enable the Radio 434 skill. And she will. And then every time after that you want to listen, you just say, Alexa, play Radio 434. Yep. And our featured channel is 24/7, 365. It is incredible. Modern alternative music, new music first while it's still new, plus some really, really cool vintage stuff that you will not hear anywhere else. That plays 24/7, 365. Our live show is from 8-ish until 11-ish on Radio 434. And then, well, we repack our live show into a full-length podcast, and you can listen to that anytime. It drops around noon, and you can find it on the Alexa device as well. You just say, Alexa, play the Mike Show VA podcast, and she will. You can also find it. Just search the Mike Show VA wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, RSS.com. Even go to our website, radio434.com. Just click on the Mike Show channel and you'll find a link to the podcast. And we repack, well, we actually do the live show and we do a video simulcast of it. If you're listening and you didn't know that, well, shame on you. You can watch our show segments on Facebook Live at the Mike Show VA. And if you haven't followed us, like us a long time, at the Mike Show VA. It's all one word, no spaces. And that works for everything. That works for our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube, our Twitter or X or whatever the heck they call it. Haven't twattered anything recently. I'm really trying. I'm trying to get on that platform and X away. But I haven't been able to bring myself to do that in recent days, weeks, months, maybe years. I don't know. We're even on MySpace, but I don't know how it works, and I don't even know what's up there. But we're there. So on today's program, it is the Way Wednesday segment. We're going to have Chris from United Way of Central Virginia. We're gonna have Tab. They are cooking up the Day of Caring, which is going to take place very, very soon. We'll tell you all about it. And it's a great volunteer opportunity as well. We'll let them talk about it whenever they get here. That's Way Wednesday is coming up. Of course, we've got your 5 random facts and your stupid criminals and all that kind of stuff. All right, here's a reminder. You'll be screwed at the airport starting today.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex.
No, that's not what I meant by screwed.
Nice beaver.
No, that's
Thank you.
Not what I meant either.
I just had it stuffed.
No, that's not what I meant. It should be more like this. You will be screwed at the airport today if you don't have a real ID. Yeah. Or one of these things. Okay, so we've got stuff to tell you about if you are planning to travel, especially by air, and you don't have the real ID. If you don't have the real ID, and if you just have the driver's license, that's not good enough. Even your library cards, that's not good enough. So we'll talk about that, plus our top list. Top reasons you haven't gotten a real ID yet. All right? So that's all on the way. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Oh, I should do the airport, shouldn't I? Yeah, because we're talking about the airport. All right, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. That's up next.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? CMA's Honda of Lynchburg is here for you. Our legacy of quality service speaks for itself. Drive away today in a Honda that's perfect for you. Trusted by the Lynchburg community for years. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Traveling with your family is not only affordable from Lynchburg Regional Airport, it's convenient too. Our daily departures offer easy connections on American Airlines through Charlotte to over 170 nonstop destinations. So check the great round-trip fares currently being offered to your vacation destinations by using flylyh.com today and click Book Now. Prices are subject to change without notice and certain restrictions apply. Advanced purchase is required and availability is limited. Low fares, less hassle. Check Lynchburg first.
This tooth is killing me, and I don't have dental insurance. On top of that, I'm working double shifts and still can't quite cover my bills. How am I going to pay for a dentist?
You should contact Free Clinic of Central Virginia. They provide free basic dental services for adults in their state-of-the-art clinic.
Isn't Free Clinic for people who are unemployed or don't have insurance?
Free Clinic provides care for the uninsured and underinsured. For instance, single individuals who make less than $36,451 a year or $62,150 for a family of 3 can qualify. Visit their website or call them today to find out if you qualify.
Visit freeclinicva.org or call 434-847-5866 to learn more.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio 434.
Now, this is Bob Johnson with the Transportation Security Administration. Many of you may be concerned that our new X-ray machines can see through your clothes. But I can assure you that our security screening staff derive no personal gratification from seeing your naked body. You see, looking at naked flesh all day is really not that appealing to a trained professional. Take Steve here. He's seen over 300 naked women in the last 24 hours.
Dude, when I first took this job, I thought it would be more interesting. And, to tell you the truth, at first it was interesting, then it got, really interesting, and then I came back from my restroom break and suddenly it wasn't interesting at all.
There, you see, trained professionals making sure you have a safe flight. And the only way to do that is to see you naked.
Oh, and by the way, if you're, extremely overweight, You can just go through the metal detector. Statistics show that most terrorists are skinny.
Okay, thank you, Steve.
Yeah, the Mike Show. Hi there. So they've been talking about this Real ID situation. They've been talking about how you need to get it by a certain date. So what is the date? Oh yeah, you need it today. Yeah. Yeah, and well, actually for decades, really, they've been talking about this. Well, today is the day when you will finally need a Real ID to fly. That is a special driver's license with a star in the top corner. And if you don't have one yet, you're probably screwed. The TSA says if you're over 18 and don't have a Real ID, I said don't, you should get to the airport at least 3 hours early because you will be subject to delays and additional screening. Now I can't speak for our local airport, but I think they move things along pretty quickly. So, but you're also then going to land at a bigger airport and then probably take off and land at a much bigger airport. So you really should probably get the Real ID. You should also bring as many forms of ID as possible with your picture on it, because just a driver's license on its own isn't good enough anymore. Even library cards, just grab them all. And even then, you're not guaranteed to make it through the security checkpoints. But there are a few acceptable alternatives to Real IDs. Don't panic. They released a rundown of all the compliant identification. Here is a full list. All right? Do we want to do this from the bottom up? No, let's just do it from the top down. A state-issued, what is that? A state-issued enhanced driver's license. Several states issue these. They'll have either a star or a U.S. flag at the top with the word enhanced. Okay? A U.S. passport or a U.S. passport card. DHS Trusted Traveler Cards. They're global entry. It's Nexus, Century, or FAST. An AUS, Department of Defense ID, including IDs issued to dependents, or a HSPD-12 PIV card, which some federal employees and contractors have. A permanent resident card or a border crossing card. An acceptable photo ID issued by a federally recognized tribal nation or Indian tribe, including enhanced tribal cards, that's ETCs. A foreign government-issued passport. A Canadian driver's license. Yay! A U.S. citizenship and immigration employment authorization card. That would be your, what is that, an I-766. A transportation worker identification credential, a TWIC. A U.S. Merchant Marine credential, or a Veteran Health Identification Card, a VHIC. So those are the acceptable alternatives to the Real ID. So now that brings us to our top list. The government first proposed Real IDs for airline travel in 2005. 20 years later, your lazy ass still doesn't have one. But we won't judge, especially if it's because of anything on today's list. Our top list today. Top reasons you haven't gotten a Real ID yet. Here we go. Number one. You've got bigger priorities, like figuring out who wins in a fight between 100 men and a gorilla. Top reasons you haven't gotten a Real ID yet. Flying requires tickets. Tickets require money. Money requires you do something other than lay on the futon and stream Rick and Morty all day. So why bother? Top reasons you still haven't gotten a Real ID. You lost track of time after you sold your Rolex to afford more dolls and pencils. Top reasons you haven't gotten a Real ID yet. If you want to fly somewhere, you'll just sneak on a Boeing through a loose door. Top reasons you haven't gotten a Real ID yet. Everything in your life is on hold while you battle a severe case of conclave fever. Waiting for that smoke, man. Just waiting for that smoke. Top reasons you haven't gotten a Real ID yet. Your spouse got one, and if that means he travels while you stay at home, why ruin a good thing? top reasons you haven't gotten a real ID yet. You already have something that proves you're a real American. Diabetes. Sorry. It's the Mike Show. I'm so darn happy you could join us today on the Wednesday edition. Coming up, what the hell are we going to do? Oh, yeah. Coming up, we got news and not headline news. That is all on the way. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by Lynchburg Regional Airport, and it is so much easier to fly LYH.
Making sure that you never miss that important connection. At Lynchburg Regional Airport, we're ready when you're ready.
4 bags to check in, please.
LYH. From here to there to anywhere. We're ready when you're ready.
From brand new to lightly used, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg's got you covered. Shop our growing selection today and find our best deals on our entire inventory. That's savings on every single vehicle. And on our used cars, take 3 days to love it or leave it. Plus, we'll buy your current vehicle. Trade in with us and get an unbeatable offer. Start shopping and saving today. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Three Roads Brewery is Lynchburg's gathering spot. Enjoy the relaxed open atmosphere of the Lynchburg Tap Room with plenty of space to unwind, or outside on their expansive patio with friends and the entire family. Check out Three Roads games, arcade style, darts, and more. And of course, an excellent selection of craft beers brewed on site. Grab a Three Roads today at their tap room, 1300 Court Street, downtown Lynchburg, their tap room in Farmville, or anywhere they serve great beer. Three Roads is also available at area convenience stores and supermarkets. And if they don't carry Three Roads, ask them to. Brewing community, Three Roads Brewery.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio 434.
This is not headline news. The Conclave starts today. It's the biggest gathering of virgins outside of Comic-Con. It's National Tourism Day. Also deadline day for Real ID. Nice timing. A man was arrested after he drove his car through the gate of Jennifer Aniston's house. He's been accused of trespassing, stalking, and acting like it's still 1996. And women are more attracted to bald men. That's according to a new report by a group of hairless male scientists. This is not headline news.
No, it is not. It's the Mike Show. It's the Wednesday edition of the program. We're taking a look at tower cam position number 4 at the river. So glad you could join us. Going to be a beautiful day. We'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Nobody because we couldn't afford one. Anyway, all right. So it's worth the Google, and kids are Googling things. Google shared a bunch of stats on the top things Americans have been Googling about adults. So likely the top questions kids are asking about us. And some of them are actually pretty funny. Do we want to do this from the bottom up? Yes. Almost. Okay, we'll do this one. There's 2 sets. All right. So anyway, so here are the top 5 questions that start with, why are adults so blank? Fill in the blank. Okay. Why are adults so... This is number 5. Why are adults so condescending to kids? Well, I have an answer for you. Because you're 14 and you don't know what you're talking about. How about that? Here, let's... Should we ding them off or should we... We'll do something. Number 4. Why are adults so tired? Well, we're probably hungover. Number 3, why are adults so stupid? We drink a lot. Number 2, why are adults so obsessed with Disney? Well, because we wish we were still kids. It's easier. And number 1, why are adults so mean? Because you're being a brat. This next set is fun too. Here are the top questions that start with, why are adults always blank? Okay. Number 5, why are adults always so unreasonable? Because you want an Xbox. Why are adults always busy? Because we're still paying off your PS5. Number 3, why are adults always tired? We're old and still hungover. Number 2, why are adults always late to trends? Because we're old and we don't care. And number 1, why are adults always so happy? We're drunk. Or we're faking it. There you go. It's the who was Googling why are adults always so happy? It's the Mike Show. It's the what is today? Today's the Wednesday edition of the program. Coming up, we are going to get really, really smart with your 5 random facts. That's all on the way. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you in part by. You want to know why I'm happy? Jersey Mike's subs.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Hi, I'm Megan Huffman from Share Greater Lynchburg. Our website seeks to magnify, equip, and connect our local nonprofit community. You can find ways to donate, volunteer, shop for, or attend events for over 180 organizations. For more information, please visit our website, sharegreaterlynchburg.org.
Free Clinic of Central Virginia is once again accepting patients for both medical and dental visits. Dental is now open at a new location off Old Forest Road, and medical is open limited hours on Fort Avenue. Free Clinic of Central Virginia does not accept walk-ins. To become a patient or to schedule an appointment, please call 434-847-5866, and please visit their website freeclinicva.org to learn more and schedule an eligibility screening interview.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio 434.
5
Random
facts.
Yep, that time of the day. We cram your head full of usable information, and you can tell it back wherever the heck you happen to be. We don't know where you go or what you do, and quite frankly, it's really none of our business. But if you say any of these 5 random facts back, someone in the room is bound to say, wow. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Number 1. In Japan.
Hello.
Hi. Only 100% fruit juice can display a realistic cut of fruit on the label. Okay. 5% to 99% fruit juice may display a whole but unsliced fruit. Wait, okay, so 100% fruit juice can display a slice of fruit, okay, on the label. 5% to 99% fruit juice may display a whole but unsliced fruit. And for anything less than 5%, it is forbidden to display a realistic fruit on the label. Okay? Number 2. What do I have for this one? Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Number 2. Penguin poop emits laughing gas. I don't know. Okay. Number 3. Shredder, who's the main bad guy in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, was originally going to be called the Grater or Great Man because the weapons used attached to his arms were designed to look like giant cheese graters. Let's get the music in here. Number 3. That was number 3. Number 4. Britney Spears and Gerald Ford, the president, are 19th cousins. And number 5. You produce enough saliva every day to fill a wine bottle. I think
I may need a kidney transplant.
And enough over the course of your lifetime to fill 53 bathtubs. I don't know. And those are your 5 random facts. Let's play the outro, please.
This has been today's edition of
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 random facts.
It is the Mike Show. It's the Wednesday edition. Coming up, we have sounds, and we will lovingly place them in your ear holes, and they will fit so snug. That's all coming up. It's called AudioVault. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by Saliva. I'm just kidding. Brought to you in part by CMA's Honda of Lynchburg.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? CMA's Honda of Lynchburg is here for you. Our legacy of quality service speaks for itself. Drive away today in a Honda that's perfect for you. Trusted by the Lynchburg community for years. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
Join us down at the Lynchburg Community Market and experience all that one of the nation's oldest farmers markets has to offer. Grab some lunch from our restaurants and shops, or shop from our awesome selection of artisan, handmade goods in our crafters gallery. Swing by on Saturday to check out our farmers market, where you can shop from the freshest selection of local grown produce, meats, and more. The Lynchburg Community Market, located in downtown Lynchburg on the corner of 12th and Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 7 to 2 year-round. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lynchburg Community Market.
If you haven't planned that vacation yet, start by checking Lynchburg Regional Airport. With our great round-trip airfares to many popular destinations, flying from Lynchburg is easy and affordable, offering daily departures on American Airlines to Charlotte with connections to over 170 nonstop destinations worldwide. To check fares and book tickets, visit flylyh.com today and click Book Now. Prices are subject to change without notice and certain restrictions apply. Advanced purchases required and availability is limited. Your close and convenient connection. Check Lynchburg first.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio
434.
It is the Mike Show. It's the Wednesday edition, and that means it's Way Wednesday. And Chris joins us from the United Way of Central Virginia and has brought us guests, one of which you may be familiar with, sipping on her coffee and leaning into the microphone.
I'm not leaning. I have a pillow behind me, and it feels good, so I'm staying this way.
Well, that's a good thing. And we have Tab, we have Jadynn, and we're going to be talking about what?
We're going to be talking about the Day of Caring, United Way's Day of Caring this year.
What year? What is this? The 30th?
I believe this is
32nd?
Yeah, the 32nd it is.
Wow. 32nd annual Day of Caring. Tell us what is Day of Caring, Chris, and then towards the end, Chris will talk about what the United Way does in generalities. But Tab, let's talk about Day of Caring. What is it?
Sure. So Day of Caring is one of the largest volunteer initiatives that takes place all in one day in Central Virginia. So United Way has been, I've been part of United Way for around 7 or 8 years. And so since I've been doing it, I don't know how it was done prior. What we do is we open this portal like early February, and we send out a call to nonprofits in the area who need support from groups of volunteers for their spaces. And that can be, because a lot of nonprofits that are in the Central Virginia area are smaller. Like a lot of them operate off of 2 to 5 staff members, or they're volunteer run. So they don't have resources to be able to do things like landscaping their front facade, or they don't have the ability to repaint their offices, do filing, just all sorts of things that take manpower. And also financial resources. Oftentimes they are unable to handle these larger projects that they want done for their facilities. So we put out a call to these nonprofits and say, hey, if you have projects like this that you want done, send them in to us. And then we gather all of those, we put them into a program, and then we send that program out to local businesses. And we usually start with people who've helped in the past, but we also post it widely on our socials and on our website. And we try to seek support for these nonprofits on this one day that we host. And so I'm going to let Jadynn talk a little bit about how many people are involved. Jadynn has been a godsend this year for me because she's really helped to facilitate all of the portal opening and programming and email correspondence that takes place, because as you can imagine, bringing 300 to 500 volunteers together on one day in support of over 30 different nonprofits tends to have a lot of communication that needs to happen, and Jadynn has been the fielder of most of that. So do you want to talk a little bit about some of the businesses involved and the number of agencies?
Okay. So currently right now we have about 33 agencies signed up to host projects, and we have so many different businesses and volunteers that have signed up to help with those projects. So businesses like Genworth, L3 Harris Technologies, BWXT Contracts, Free Matome, and so many more businesses. And we have over 500 volunteers signed up already, and we have spots for over 150 more.
And so, to Jadynn's point, there are still projects. Yes. We have people that usually submit projects like up until like the week of. And by the way, this event is coming up in a few weeks. It's on Wednesday, May 21st. But I know Camp Kumbaya just submitted some projects that haven't been selected.
60 spots at Camp Kumbaya.
And who else has recently submitted?
Lynchburg Daily Bread.
And Lynchburg Daily Bread is mostly collections. So even if you are unable to like show up on Day of Caring and actually provide support, because most of these projects take anywhere from 4 to 8 hours, the duration of the day, then you could do collections. Like Daily Bread is looking for
and Mary
food.
Bethune Academy is also looking for donations.
And Mary Bethune is a smaller preschool in our area, and they look for, supplies for school and things like that. So you can look at these projects and, again, just do a drop-off on the day of if you're unable to actually work.
And all the information is available on your website, unitedwaycv.org. If you are part of an organization or a business or even an individual that would like to volunteer on Day of Caring, you can do that on the website. And if you are a nonprofit organization, do you have to be a partner agency of United Way?
That's one of the great things about this event, and I'm sure Chris will talk more about that. This is the one event that we do that we open it to all nonprofits. Okay. And so I think that's a really great thing that United Way has sort of retained over the years as we've built this event, is that it's meant to serve anyone in need of human resources.
Now, in years past, about how many volunteers have you had, like at its peak? What was the highest amount of volunteers?
I think the largest one that I've been part of, it was in the 800 to 900 on a given day. This year, we're probably going to be in the 500s, I would say. And some of that just has to do, May is just hard. Like it's post-graduation. We've lost a lot of the students, which I will say for our race was 90% students were volunteering, right? So I think that you kind of see that kind of, taper off as we go through. The one thing I also did want to mention about May 21st is that if you do volunteer, you get to come to a big party that we host at the Bank of the James Stadium. They graciously donate that space to us for the afternoon. The Hillcats partners with us and helps us really just do so much work to make this possible. They let us use their Jumbotron, just all of their resources. And then Sodexo, which is the catering company for Liberty University, they donate the lunch completely. Oh, and usually it is a barbecue-based lunch, but then they also do box lunches for people who might want to do a project and not be able to stay for the whole luncheon. And at the luncheon, we usually have a DJ. We give away prizes. Jadynn's done a great job at securing some really cool giveaways for the big day. And we just, we have fun. We dance. We watch things on the Jumbotron, and we have an MC who is...
It's me!
Oh.
Yeah. Each and every year I get voluntold to be the MC for Day of Caring.
And we make you record all of the agencies, and Kate has you do videos. And so we appreciate your support.
Yeah. So if you like listening to Mike's radio show, think about experiencing that live.
Just come on out. You'll have a grand old time. And like Tab said, we will feature some of the Day of Caring projects and groups that are working on those projects, and some of the not-for-profits that are benefiting from Day of Caring. We'll feature them on our show that morning, and then those segments will be up on the Jumbotron later that day during the luncheon. It is a really, really just down-to-earth grassroots effort to help nonprofit agencies throughout our area. And if you want to learn more, again, visit unitedwaycv.org, and you'll learn all about Day of Caring. If you want to volunteer, if you want to do it as a group, maybe it's a team-building exercise or a project for your workplace, or again, as an individual. And if you're a nonprofit, also submit your needs. And do it. What's the deadline for that? How quickly?
To be honest, we'll take them right up. Okay. The only problem is you might not be guaranteed a Day of Caring shirt.
Okay.
And then the luncheon at some point I have to put in numbers, so you might get there and have chips instead of barbecue. I'm just kidding. We usually have plenty of food. But the one thing I also did want to mention is that we're also very appreciative of the businesses who allow their employees to do that on this day, because a lot of those businesses are actually paying that employee, and that is how that business is contributing contributing to the day so that they're able to come out and do that work on behalf of, Genworth. I know Pack Life does that for their program. I'm sure there are others that I'm missing, but it really is a lovely contribution that the businesses also make to this big day.
Yeah, and I'd like to second that we really, this event happens on a Wednesday. It is in the middle of the workday, so it really does revolve largely around the availability of employees who have been gifted that opportunity by their employer, who's allowing them to go out into the community and do some good. And I know Genworth in particular always sends us just a boatload of folks, but really all of those other ones that we mentioned earlier.
And BWXT also.
BWXT as well, absolutely. And if I can, I just also wanted to take a moment to recognize a couple of those businesses that also are sponsors of the event. So, of course, Sodexo and Bank of the James Stadium are both supporting this event by providing food and providing space. But then we also have some financial support coming from Truist and from Genworth, and they have both been longstanding supporters of that event. And we're really, really grateful for that because they are enabling, pretty wonderful stuff. It's a lot of nonprofits impacted.
And usually what those donations or sponsorships are doing is covering the cost of our shirts. We actually did a survey this year to ask people, do you guys really need shirts? And it was a resounding, please give us our shirts. There are people who I guess collect these Day of Caring shirts throughout the year, and it's for them it's really important that they've been able to show how many years they've been supporting it. So that, and if you can imagine purchasing 800 shirts is no cheap feat. So that's what that's usually covering, which is lovely.
And during the luncheon, there may be some really, really good prizes. You had mentioned that you've been working hard to collect some of those prizes.
Yeah, I mentioned some of those.
We have Joe Bean's gift cards, Bootlegger gift cards. We have vouchers to One Way Out Escape Room in Lynchburg. Mm-hmm. We also have a Montebello gift card.
Do we still have the Rise Up Climbing? No. We'll get Rise Up Climbing. Rise Up Climbing. We're going to call you.
And now I remember in years past, and I don't know if Kim's doing this year, but she gave a trip to her beach house away to the longest standing person.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to do.
I'm not going to speak for him.
I don't think she's going to do that again. But it was the person that had been doing Day of Caring for the longest, and this is just now. If that isn't a prize, don't not show up. But bottom line is it was a really, really cool way to reward somebody who had been giving back and volunteering year after year after year at this event. And I thought it was just a really, really cool thing.
And honestly, we also clean out our event closet at this event. So you'll also probably receive some 5K on the runway shirts and leftover giveaways and things like that. So we love to try to make sure that the volunteers on this day feel appreciated. And we definitely throw a big party.
It is the 32nd annual Day of Caring. You can learn more by visiting unitedwaycv.org. Just go to their events tab, and all the information is right there. Again, whether you have a nonprofit organization that needs some things done around the office, it could be very, very simple. It could be filing, it could be painting, it could be landscaping, just anything that these nonprofits don't have time or resources to do. And if you are just an individual or a business, you can sign up to volunteer on that Day of Caring. Chris, briefly, for those that may live under a rock and don't know what United Way of Central Virginia does, what does it do?
Well, simply put, United Way of Central Virginia is here to support the community by also supporting our community nonprofits. So it's a national brand, United Way, but it's a local organization, and we are funding other local organizations through workplace campaigns and other fundraising initiatives. So that annual campaign is currently supporting 24 other nonprofits and 34 programs at those nonprofits. And just in the last year, we just got our stats in, and it's about 1 in 6 people in this region were ultimately benefited by those programs just in the last year alone. So it's a pretty big and pretty impactful set of programs that we are funding. That's not all that we do, but that's really what we're known for. And across the board, the point is to support this community by supporting improvements in health and education, improving financial stability for individuals and families, and then also addressing basic human needs.
Absolutely. Again, learn more at unitedwaycv.org. Thank you guys for joining us
Thanks for having us, Mike.
No, thanks.
It's great to see you today.
Oh, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you since...
we don't really speak when we're home together.
At
as much as possible.
Yeah, really. So thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me. And Jadynn and Chris.
Yeah. All right. It is the Mike Show. Coming up a little bit later on, we have your Audio Vault. Stay tuned for that.
Hi, I'm Megan Huffman from Share Greater Lynchburg. Our website seeks to magnify, equip, and connect our local nonprofit community. You can find ways to donate, volunteer, shop for, or attend events for over 180 organizations. For more information, please visit our website, sharegreaterlynchburg.org.
Three Roads Brewery is Lynchburg's gathering spot. Enjoy the relaxed open atmosphere of the Lynchburg Tap Room with plenty of space to unwind, or outside on their expansive patio with friends and the entire family. Check out Three Roads games, arcade style, darts, and more. And of course, an excellent selection of craft beers brewed on site. Grab a Three Roads today at their tap room, 1300 Court Street, downtown Lynchburg, their tap room in Farmville, or anywhere they serve great beer. Three Roads is also available at area convenience stores and supermarkets. And if they don't carry Three Roads, ask them to. Brewing community. Three Roads Brewery.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio 434.
All right, open it up. It's your Audio Vault for today. Our collection of bits and clips and viral audio for your ear holes. I think you'll like it. Well, a new study shows that half of Americans have a mealtime ritual for their pet. Now, what if you tried the same ritual with your spouse?
And now, what it would sound like if a husband talked to his wife the same way he talked to his dog at mealtime.
Oh my goodness, who's hungry, wifey? Is it you? Is it you? Oh yes it is. Look at that beautiful face. You want some din din? You want some yummy num nums? Daddy made it special just for you. Wait. Okay, get it. Who's the best eater in the whole world? You are. You want a belly rub after?
What it would sound like if a husband talked to his wife the same way he talked to his dog at mealtime.
Let's go to viral videos. Well, we got baseball loving birds. A minor league game in Missouri was delayed on Saturday when a pair of ducks landed on the field and went for a walk. Here's the play-by-play from the Springfield Cardinals announcer.
The Ducks now are right in front of the Naturals dugout. We're going to stop play. Some officials on this here to chase them off. One of them is taking flight. Let's see where she ends up. She's headed out towards center field. This second duck is being walked off. He hasn't taken off like his partner. She flew away. He's just running along the warning track. Now he takes off. Is he going to actually fly out of the field along the bullpen towards center? And he lands in left center, much to the delight of the fans here.
In a new poll, only 11% of people say that they've hitchhiked or would do it again. Around 73% claim they've never hitchhiked these days. Do we have sound on this?
We usually don't pick up hitchhikers, but I'm going to go with my instinct on this one. Saddle up, partner.
All right. Here, what is this? A new study shows that Nevada is the kinkiest state.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex.
In the country, mostly thanks to Las Vegas, of course.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Yep.
I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
They have the most strip clubs and adult entertainment per capita. Following close behind is Colorado, Oregon, and Texas. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we're going to save this one for Stupid Criminalz. We're going to save this one for Stupid Criminalz. What is this? Roger Daltrey from the band The Who has been a rock star since the 1960s. Here, wait. Can I actually Can I actually get this to work with this? Maybe. All right, take two. Roger Daltrey is 81 and has been a rock star since the 1960s. He has played with The Who. All right. So that clearly doesn't stop this woman from heckling him to play a Who classic. I said a Who classic. Yeah. And it's Pinball Wizard is what she wants him to play. Here, listen to this.
Pinball Wizard!
What?
Pinball Wizard!
I'm fed up with that. Thank you for the day.
No! It's not good as Pinball Wizard!
Shut the I can't play Pinball Wizard. I'm the world's worst pinball player you've ever seen in your life.
Just do it!
I don't want to do it. Because I just don't want to do it. I was singing.
We want you.
Open your ears and listen to this.
All right. All right. So Roger Daltrey is, well, he doesn't do that anymore. He's doing his solo thing now with a guitar, and he doesn't do Pinball Wizard solo. All right. He does play with The Who. The Who is still playing, but, anyway. I would have to put this... Oh, I could put this here, couldn't I? Yep. Why didn't I put that there? Anyway. Here. Skip that. We're going to comedian? Yes, we are. All right. With all the talk about today's Real ID deadline, here's the late, great comedian Norm Macdonald on what ID stands for.
Hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for dentification. They could have split that one up a little better, you know? But I watch the TV, I watch the news, make you afraid, the news, you know? Put all these stories on, Iraq, Iran, North Korea, you know, try to scare you, you know? But does it ever really scare you? Like, you ever wake up in the middle of the night, North Korea! That little tiny country across the ocean. I wonder if they'll get me. Plus, didn't MASH settle that like 20 years ago?
All right, that's your audio vault for today. Let's reach over here and lovingly grab the handle, but firmly and vigorously give it a tug. Keep all that sound inside. Coming up, we are going to get stupid with your stupid criminals in the news, and then we've got some good news for you as well. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you in part by Lynchburg Regional Airport. It is so much easier, by the way, to fly. LYH.
Whether your adventure is just beginning or you're on your way home, at Lynchburg Regional Airport, we're ready when you're ready. LYH. From here to there to anywhere. We're ready when you're ready.
Hi, I'm Matt Bright, the new owner of CRI Digital Impressions, and I'm excited to announce a new chapter in the century-long history of CRI. Mutual Press was founded in 1927, and in 1973 it merged with CRI to become CRI Mutual Press. In 2002, it was renamed CRI Digital Impressions. I also own Bright Images, which has provided print and media services to the area since 1995. Yes, there is a new owner and a new location, but the same commitment to quality and service. In fact, quality and service are the cornerstones of my business philosophy. Quick turns and service with a smile. From business cards to banners and pamphlets to paperback books, we can provide all your printing needs. Call, visit us online, or stop by our location at 3022 Memorial Avenue, Lynchburg. We look forward to serving you.
From brand new to lightly used, CMA's Honda of Lynchburg's got you covered. Shop our growing selection today and find our best deals on our entire inventory. That's savings on every single vehicle. And on our used cars, take 3 days to love it or leave it. Plus, we'll buy your current vehicle. Trade in with us and get an unbeatable offer. Start shopping and saving today. CMA's Honda of Lynchburg. Owners just care more.
The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Radio
434.
All right, time once again for Stupid Criminals in the News. So, when police have to confirm someone's arrest report isn't a joke, you know it's going to be a good one. 55-year-old Victoria Vidal got pulled over near Akron, Ohio on Monday for an outstanding warrant. She was also driving on a suspended license, but none of that matters in this story. This is the story about the meth pipe smoking raccoon named Chewy. It's in the news because one of the passengers in her car was a pet raccoon. She got busted for drugs after the raccoon pulled out a meth pipe and tried to smoke it. The officer couldn't stop laughing, and his chest cam got it all on video. He was arresting Victoria when he looked back at the car and saw the raccoon named Chewy sitting in the driver's seat holding the pipe in his mouth. Let me see if we have audio on this. Yes, we do.
The reason I stopped you is you are suspended with a warrant for your arrest.
I am?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. Oh, there's no way. He's trying to smoke it.
All right. Thanks.
There's no way. All right. Enough fun and games.
Yeah. Let's see. One report said the officer took the first meth pipe away, so Chewy grabbed a second pipe and tried to smoke that one instead. Victoria might have just been in trouble for the warrant, but police said seeing the raccoon with the pipe led them to further inspect the vehicle. They ended up finding 3 pipes altogether, a small amount of crack, and 7 grams of meth, so she's facing charges for felony drug possession. Chewy is fine, by the way. Police said they were checking to see if Victoria had the proper permits to legally own a raccoon. And then there is this. I think we had 2 of them. Oh, yeah, here we go. No, we have 1 of them. 1 more. A Russian national. I said a Russian national. Yeah. Is in custody after stealing a luxury yacht in Florida. It ended up in a chase that lasted over an hour before Nikolai Vilkov was stopped. Here's Sheriff John Budensi talking about the crime and the chase.
Our Marine deputies basically did some tactical maneuvering and shoved that vessel up into the mangroves, grounding it so it could no longer try to escape from us.
All right. There's good news in the world, and we like to share it during this particular segment because there is so much stupidity in the world. Let's see. How about this one? A woman in North Carolina is trending after a random guy pulled up next to her and asked her about her bumper sticker that said, "I stopped for goats." It turns out he had a bunch of baby goats in the back of his truck, and he just wanted to make her day, which he did.
I'm driving to my workout class. So this guy pulls up next to me and he's like, "I saw your bumper sticker and I actually have baby goats in the back of my truck right now. And I'm taking them to my office to let my coworkers meet them if you want to come see them." And I'm like a woman, obviously. I'm thinking to myself, I'm either about to get trafficked or this is going to be the best day of my life. Given the day I'm having, it was a risk I was willing to take. So I follow him to his office. Luckily, there's like coworkers there and everything. He's super nice. And I watch him open his trunk and baby goats come out.
And there you go. That is the good news. The good news. Yeah, good thing she wasn't trafficked. There were baby goats. The good news is brought to you in part by the United Way of Central Virginia.
42% of Virginia's kindergartners entered kindergarten without the resources needed to be successful. With the help of United Way, 5,630 books were mailed to 550 children enrolled in Dolly Parton's Imagination Library.
One of the reasons I chose United Way over other nonprofits is its ability to reach and connect with all members of the greater Lynchburg community. I am the change, and you can be the change too.
Visit our website, Be the Change, and donate today.
Visit UnitedWayCV.org for more information. And check out, as mentioned during our Way Wednesday segment, check out the Day of Caring information. If you are part of a nonprofit organization, and you do not have to be a United Way partner agency, but if you have a nonprofit organization that needs some stuff done around your office or around your property, contact United Way. Visit UnitedWayCV.org and go on their events page, look for Day of Caring, and sign up. Register your nonprofit. Whatever your need is, they have a whole bunch of volunteers that are going to come out on Day of Caring, and they're going to tackle these projects. So it could be as simple as painting a fence or weeding a garden or painting an office or doing filing or whatever task your nonprofit organization just hasn't gotten around to. You either don't have the manpower or the resources or whatever. This is a great way for you to get those projects done. And it's just a fantastic, this is the 32nd annual Day of Caring. It's just a fantastic, fantastic thing that the United Way hosts. So learn more by visiting UnitedWayCV.org. Well, that is it. That is the program. We are back tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Don't come back.
No, we're back tomorrow with another thrilling edition of The Mike Show. Have a great day, everybody.
Go away. Go away.
Where does he think he's going? When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Thanks for tuning our way, and if you're listening in your car right now, thanks for the ride.
Scotty, beat me up. We'll see you here again tomorrow.
Who's going to do the dishes? The Mike Show on Radio 434.
Taking local, global radio.
4, 3, 4.